Hello Lightworkers, my name is Brad Etter and I am a wayshower, starseed, lightworker, and everything in between. Today we're going to be talking about the significance of this year right now, 2020, the year of the witch. Who is the witch? Well, many draw the allusion to the witch goddess Hecate. She is known as goddess of magic, the moon, the underworld, and the crossroads of past, present, and future. But more generally, we're talking about the divine feminine as a whole. Yes, this year is all about the return of the divine feminine within and without, because, my friends, we are certainly at a crossroads between old and new. Many of us lightworkers have been navigating this polarity plane with an activated sense of God and goddess within us, making us sometimes feel at odds with this unintegrated binary approach of the outer world. Many of us have been wondering what our purpose and place is in a world lacking the magic that we feel inside. Magic we've been feeling for our whole lives. Well, that's about to change because the divine feminine has returned to reclaim her stolen power. To understand when and how this power was stolen, let's flash back to the origin of witchcraft, or as far back as we know. Witchcraft, or Wicca, originates in paganism, which is a polytheistic worldview that attributes and respects goddess and god attributes to every manifestation of creation, including the self. Unlike much of what we've come to know of witchcraft, it is a neutral practice celebrating and honoring the earth through ritual magic, which intends to change outer reality by channeling the inner reality. Wicca and other pagan and shamanic practices have been recorded as early as the Stone Age, and have been woven through pretty much every culture since that time, whether in public or in secret based on the climate of the culture. To put it quite simply, the world became very polarized towards the male energy, creating the patriarchal and monotheistic concept of God that we have today. The Holy Roman Empire, wanting to preserve this concept of God, struck out to torture, slander, and kill all those practicing the polytheistic religions, specifically witchcraft. Why such a focused charge towards witchcraft? Well, that should be a testament to its power. Like shamanism, Wicca comfortably navigates the realms of duality within ourselves to produce the neutral and natural force of magic that can create change in our outer world. An act of alchemy that has been described throughout history as the stuff of soul ascension itself. Now, if that isn't a reason for system runners to shut down a potentially threatening practice as soon as possible, I don't know what is. What is alchemy? In a metallurgical sense, alchemy is the act of transforming base metals into gold, a feat described as being achieved by many prophets who survived into our Victor-dominated history, such as Saint Germain, Nicholas Flamel, yes, Harry Potter fans, he was real, and Jesus Christ. In a spiritual sense, alchemy is likewise taking the densest of suffering and low emotions and turning it into the most potent and powerful magic, as emblemized by the painful yet profound experience of a woman giving birth to new life. As proven by the description of base metals transformation into gold, alchemy is a natural phenomenon that can be proven at a scientific level. Much as quantum theory scientifically proves the existence of many levels within our multidimensional reality, alchemy requires an honesty with the self that many are not ready or willing to undergo, which accounts for the stagnant state of our world today. If no one is practicing the basis of witchcraft, which is the balance of god and goddess, female and male, dark and light, sun and moon, while acknowledging all the deities within and all the deities without in our natural world and our supernatural world, with the goal of generating higher and more neutral states of consciousness, we will not transcend this stale shared experience. I'm not telling everyone that they must resonate with Wicca or any pagan tradition or being a witch to begin this process of alchemy. That is just a descriptor. Call yourself whatever you like. Witches are actually very emphatic about that too. To each her own, to each his own. It's a path that is completely self-dictated. It is a practice that is very much accounting the person and the individual as the goddess and god representation of their own life. But for those of you wondering how you can begin, or if you're interested, I'm going to be sharing meditations that I made myself, rituals, altar building, all of those things on my channel. Make sure to consistently meditate and connect to your inner plane, where you will be able to manifest magic from your light self and your shadow self. And yes, you do have a shadow self. We all have a shadow self. It is nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, we cannot perform ascension or alchemy without it. It is a beautiful thing. It is something to be learned from, something to love as equally as we do our light self. That is where the true work begins. I am a single practicing witch. I actually recently started, I didn't even know until I started delving into witchcraft how I've been resonating with it my entire life, and nothing else has really come close to that perspective of polytheism and the duality of male and female within myself. I'm also gay. Within Wicca, actually, there is a high respect and regard for gay mystics because of their duality duality of soul nature, of having both male and female already present. That actually ties into shamanism as well. The shamans in the Native American traditions actually called these people Bradash, which means two spirit. And in many ways, witchcraft and shamanism connect because they're about intuition and sexuality and using that to venerate and honor the divinity within yourself and without of yourself. So look out for a lot more content on this subject matter, as well as just way showing advice for light workers out there who are awakening right now at this very important cosmic time, or who have been awakened for a while. I think it's important that we stick together and share our intelligence, share our knowledge, and create an open forum. Let's discuss this like it's the weather, because truly our world needs some magic, and it starts with us.